Is this where we make fun of the old man up there?
You can.
Can you talk about the 2 interceptions?
Oh man, it's a great feeling. I just give God the glory for letting me go out there and make some plays for the team. You know, Coach Levitt always preaches that we need takeaways in order to go to places we want to go. So that's one thing we really strive and practice every day.
What does it feel like as a defensive player when you look up at the end of the game and see a 0 by the opponents?
It's the best feeling ever. I think since I've been here, that's probably the first time we've done that. So it's just a great feeling, you know. And even though they didn't score, we still have a lot to improve on defense. You know, Coach Levitt's going to make sure we get that done starting tomorrow.
Sefo, how'd you feel? Your game performance?
Pretty frustrating. You know, I just think that I left a lot of throws out there. You know, I think it's obvious, but just pretty frustrating overall. You know, and you know, just something to work on and get better for next week.
Sefo, Coach mentioned on the radio the other day that you did something to your AC joint against CSU. Was that bothering you at all today?
Yeah, but you know, I don't want to make any excuses. You know, if you're out there playing, you need to make the plays. It's a story.
But does that explain the high throws on? I mean, a lot of them seem to be behind, open front.
I think fundamentals probably was what it comes down to, and not trying to compensate for it. Yeah.
You don't want to make excuses, but were you in pain?
Yeah, I was in pain, I guess. Yeah.
You talk about your running game again. Kind of like 2 weeks ago, you guys just really took care of things on the ground and had several different guys run the ball well.
Yeah, you know, the O-line and the running backs did a really good job today of running the ball outside, inside. You know, they got us on a couple plays, but for the most part, they did a really good job up front. And the times they did stop us, you know, I kind of feel like we stopped ourselves. Missed block here, turnover here or there. So I think for the most part, we did pretty well in the running game, you know, which is great to see.
Jered, you've had 2 big wins and 1 clutch win so far. What's different this year than the other years you've been around?
It just starts with the team. You know, we've come together and we've matured a lot, you know, and it's starting to show in our play later in the games, you know. Even like today at halftime, we came in and we knew like we left too many plays out there on the field, so we came together as a unit, and that's one thing we didn't have in the past, you know. So it's just good now to see that the young guys are starting to mature. We're starting to take onus on ourselves to go out there and make the plays.
Jered, you're getting ready to play one of the fastest teams in the country. Nicholls obviously not that fast. Is there any concern from a timing standpoint as a defense?
Oh, no. I mean, it's not our first time playing them, so we know what to expect, you know. And, I mean, we practice at a fast pace, so their speed is, I don't feel like it's going to be too much of a problem. We just got to go out there and execute our defense, you know. If we don't go out there and do our job, then things can get bad. But that's what we're going to focus on starting tomorrow.
Some of you guys were up 21-0 after 3 possessions, but was there some frustration at halftime? You guys only had 24 on the board after failing on a few drives in the second quarter.
Yeah, definitely. You know, especially when the defense is playing so well and getting those 3 and outs and quick drives from the defense, and then we were moving the ball, you know, the whole time. It's just being able to punch it in, and I think it was just ourselves to blame for that as an offense. We just got to be able to punch the ball in. You know, I think we moved the ball well, so. We'll go look and see what we did wrong on film and get ready for next week on those mistakes.
Jered, will you be giving some of those younger guys some jabs this week that you now lead the team in interceptions?
Nah, it's still a long season though, but I'm going to rub it in whenever I can. But everybody's going to go out there, and I expect somebody to take the lead next week or something, so it's going to be a constant battle with the defense, so I'm looking forward to it.
Jered, you've been here a while. What's it like to have a 3-game winning streak?
I mean, it's a good feeling, but it's football. You know, you can't get too high or when you're on the road, you know, we just got to go out and take it week by week and game by game.
Do you become less critical of yourself and more confident and relax a little more?
No, you can't relax. You know, going to the Pac-12, you relax, and that's when things can go downhill for you as a team. So we got to prepare each game like it's the championship, and that's one thing we're doing this year.
So can you talk about Jay McIntyre real quick? You had the nice throw to him for the touchdown. For him getting his first catch and touchdown today was pretty nice, I'm sure, for you guys.
Yeah. He works really hard. You know, he's one of the hard workers on our team, and I really appreciate that. And it showed on the field today. You know, they kept dropping 8 guys, and we found a gap in it, and, you know, Bubba laid a good block out for him so he could score. You know, I'm happy for him, and I expect him to do it consistently now, week on week.
Jered, did you talk at all to Jeffrey Hall during the game after, just saying hey?
Oh yeah, you know, it's good to see a familiar face. You know, I've kept in contact with him throughout the whole year, so it's just good to see him going out there and playing again. So I know he loves the game of football, so it's just good seeing a familiar face.
Jered, were you ever worried about how your D would hold up, and how does it feel to get out there on the field and make some big plays for the defense?
Oh, man, this year I'm not worried about my knee at all. I've worked hard this offseason to get back to where I am. So my knee, I feel like I just don't worry about it. It's stronger than the first time around when I tore my last one. So I'm really confident in it this year.
Sefo, you might have already been asked this, but how beneficial was a game like this heading into conference play?
Yeah, I think it's beneficial. I think we moved the ball, on an offense perspective. We stopped them on defense. But Jered said earlier, we're not satisfied. We were pretty annoyed going into halftime with leaving some points on the board. And so we definitely have to get better, clean up the mistakes that we made, because people can pick on that. And, starting tomorrow, we'll watch film and get ready for our opponent next week.
You had a couple of overthrows first half. Was your shoulder bothering you a little?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But no excuses. Like I said earlier, if you're going to be out there, you can't have any excuses. You just have to perform.
Sefo, we saw Donovan Lee in a new role today. How do you think he played in that role?
Yeah, he played really well. I missed him on a throw, which was pretty bad. But for the most part, playing at running back and especially learning it in a week is really good for him. He had that big run. He had some other really good runs, that maybe didn't go for so many yards, but still great runs for him. I'm proud of him, and I expect him to step up like that if we need him again.